Controlling your anger will take consistent, focused effort. I myself struggled with anger for a long time when I was in high school, and these are the things that I did to get better. Number one, I started to think about where my anger was coming from. Anger is a natural emotion, but the way we respond to things are learned behaviors. So if we see people around us constantly acting out in anger, hurting other people, yelling, screaming, doing those things, these are the things that we kind of pick up on. For me, that's what happened. For number two is find the trigger points. Is it something that somebody said to you? Is it something that somebody did? Think about those things and think, okay, why did those things bug me? Why did they anger me? Because more often than not, there's something deep down that is being triggered when those things happen. Number three, this was a little weird, but I did this and it helped me a lot. I stopped talking for a long time, and I wouldn't talk to anyone unless I thought about it first. And so what actually happened is I got to miss out on a lot of conversations. I got to miss out on saying certain jokes because I wanted to make sure that the things that I was saying were thought of first. And so I literally would be in groups and people would be talking, and I would just kind of be processing what I was going to say. Because a lot of the time we don't really think about our words. We don't think about the impact of our words. And I just started doing that for a long time. And eventually I started to have more control over the things that I said and did. See anger as a separate thing. Anger is a real thing. Anger is a natural thing. But again, it's the way that we react when we're angry that is the problem. So when you are feeling angry, just step away from it. Come back later when you've thought and processed, because a lot of the time we act out of the emotion. And so it's best to just take a step back, walk away. And then if you still think that it's important to address the issue, you can come back. But your rule should be give yourself at least a day, at least a few hours to process and think about the thing that made you angry, and then address it when you're calm. And then never let anger cause you to do anything, because it will never be worth it. Definitely talk to someone too about your anger. It can be a friend, a therapist, your parents, it doesn't matter, a loved one. A lot of the time we hold things in, we bottle it in, and then it just comes out. I remember holding everything in. I never talked about my feelings. I never talked about the things that were making me mad. And then I just let it out on other people, and I hurt other people because of it. It is a journey, so you have to give yourself grace, but at the same time, it has to be intentional. It cannot just be something that you do on the side. If you do want to learn to control your anger, it has to be a priority, and you have to just decide to do it. You can't, prolong it. You can't second guess yourself. Coming from me, I used to be so angry. And the moment that made me want to change was one time I hurt somebody that I loved because I got so angry. And that kind of woke something up in me and made me decide to, again, change. And so I started taking those steps to change. And I took a step every single day. And so as long as you're moving forward every single day, then you're going to be okay. Issues happen when we don't really try, when we stop. Just keep moving forward, and eventually you will start to see that you're going to get control over your emotion.